Namaskaram to everybody. This audio may go 10 plus minutes. This is a preface of one of the books that I read recently about Tattvamasi. It's like Viveka Chudamani's excerpts and compilations, beautiful one. So what I'm reading now is going to read out now is a preface of that book. I'm not going to give complete content here, just a preface of it. When I finished reading the preface, I felt it is very important for us to set the background and the context. So we need to understand this preface very keenly, because most of the times we skip the preface when we go to the book reading. So I'm going to quickly read this. I'm not going to take a lot of time here. Please listen to it very carefully. If you're doing something else, just listen to this without any other attentions. Thank you. So the ultimate goal of life for a human being is liberation, and then unification with the divine. Once again, I wanted to let you all know that I'm not going to interpret anything. I'm not going to add up anything. I'm just going to read it out. Okay. So every individual desires happiness, but everybody who is born on earth must experience pain, misery, and suffering. There's no way out. Moksha or nirvana liberates us from the constant cycle of death and rebirth. As we overcome ignorance and realize the truth, we become free from the suffering of the body, misery of the mind, and agony of the ego. The ultimate goal of enlightenment not only promises us ananda, everlasting happiness, it also shows us a way to eternal peace. As we live a life of Satchidananda, being in a state of ever consciousness of the truth in bliss, over the last 4,000 years, a few human beings have been blessed to reach this ultimate state of mukti, freedom or liberation. They are the enlightened ones who have opened their real eyes to realize the truth. The rest of humanity is spiritually blind. Yes, while only 1% of the world is visually blind, 99% live as though they have a spiritual cataract as they suffer in the world of samsara. What is the cause of this suffering? Why is it that we do not achieve our ultimate goal? This is because we do not realize that we are the divine soul. This book, NETI, Tattvamasi, delves deep into two of the most important phrases from the Upanishads, the most ancient of spiritual scriptures. It analyzes the important question, who am I? The famous Tamil sage Ramana Maharishi spent his life contemplating Nanyar, which when translated means, who am I? Adi Shankara in the 8th century wrote the lines, Chidhananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. These statements have become the very foundation of spiritual seekers' quest. My realization of the truth started with the words, Neti Neti, not this, not this. We are not this body, we are not this mind. When I realized that I have a body, but I am not the body, and I could observe the mind, but when I tried to locate the mind where it was, I could not find then. I realized the divine truth behind the words Tattvam Asi, thou art that. We are the divine soul. Is there any doubt that we exist? No. We are conscious of our existence, our life. But what happens at death? The body lies on the floor as the one who was alive inside leaves the body, just like a bird would fly away from its cage. We are that, the divine life energy, the soul, and to realize this truth is our ultimate goal. It is very difficult for a common man to realize the truth behind Neti Neti Tattvamasi. But once someone does, they experience a transformation. In fact, a metamorphosis as they are liberated from all misery and suffering. But how can one reach that state of enlightenment? The book that talk of all these concepts are so complicated that people give up even as they start their quest. In this one, an effort is being made to explain each concept in simple, understandable terms so that a seeker of spirituality evolves on the journey and realizes God. How can we overcome the ignorance that envelops us? How can we realize that this world is nothing more than a cosmic illusion, cosmic drama? How can we go on a quest to realize the truth? If a sincere seeker goes through each of these concepts that are explained, there is no doubt that they will see the light of the truth. If divine grace is upon them, they can be enlightened. However, there is an enemy within each one of us, the me, mind, and ego. We may possess all the knowledge of realization, but we shall not experience enlightenment unless we transcend this enemy. The fact is that the truth will stare at us in our face, but without the divine grace and the guidance of a spiritual master, we shall not realize it. Self-realization is not for the ordinary. Barely 1% of the humanity even thinks about it or goes in quest of it. And out of this, the small minority, those who live in the devotion and activate their intellect to live with discrimination, are blessed with realization. Is it easy to evolve from the state of mind to state of consciousness? Is it simple to realize that God is present all around us in all God's creation? It is the biggest challenge of life. Most of us get caught in the myth trying to live a good life doing good karma. We follow our religion, our scripture, and we love our God. The true seekers of liberation and God go one step further. What is that? They evolve from the kindergarten of religion to the university of spirituality. As they graduate from self-realization to God-realization, this is what happens. The others who live as the body, mind, and ego are reborn again and again based on the universal law of karma. To understand karma itself is a challenge, but Tattvamasi is about transcending karma, going beyond it. What is the challenge that we face as we start our journey with NETI? We don't realize that we are not this body. We don't realize that our name is only a name and not our reality. We are so muddled up in our understanding of the concepts that we grow up with the wrong interpretations. We believe that yoga is all about asanas, physical exercises, and pranayama, breathing techniques. But in reality, yoga is huge, or union with the divine. NETI will slowly but steadily help us to bust the myth and realize the truth of Tattvamasi. Then we will realize that we are not this body, mind, and ego, but the divine soul. We are a particle of God. God lives in the temple of our heart. When God leaves, as the soul departs at death, we become nothing. God is the cause, we are just effects. As we go forward on this journey of NETI, if we are sincere, we will arrive at Tattvamasi. The reward will be a bliss and peace, not just in this mortal world, but also after death. At death, we will be blessed with liberation and experience unification with the divine. NETI will make us realize that we are not the waves that splash again and again in the ocean of this world or samsara. We are the divine ocean. We come from the ocean and go back into the divine ocean. This realization will transform your life. In summary, NETI, not this. You are not this body, you are not this mind. Tattvamasi, thou art that. You are the divine soul you will find. Jai Sadgurudeva.